What's up, Golden Stars Align? We are going to get into another pick a card reading. This is going to be messages from a past life. I got my ankh here. You know what I mean? Reincarnation. We don't die, we transition. I got Nip over my shoulder, okay? And my Crenshaw beanie on. And we're going to get into some messages from our past life. Pile 1 is our carnelian. Pile 2 is our moonstone. And pile 3 is our agate, okay? You got your carnelian, your moonstone, and your agate. Timestamps are going to be listed below. I'm going to need you to hit subscribe while you're down there, okay? Thank you for tapping in. I appreciate all the love that I'm getting, all the feedback that I'm getting. Drop me a line, communicate with me. I love the feedback. So messages from the past life. Let's kick it off with group 1. It's carnelian, group 1. Let's go ahead and lay these cards out, past life messages. Your past life spirit is coming through, and what they're letting me know is that you were somebody who was always the light and the joy of people's life in your past life. Your most recent life, you were somebody who illuminated even the darkest room. You were somebody who had a very beautiful voice. You may love to sing now, and that is partly because in your past life, you really used song to brighten moods and raise vibrations. In your past life, you were somebody who was always adorned. You were somebody who was put on a certain type of, I want to say pedestal, because you made people want to feed you grapes. You made people want to cater to you. You had big goddess and God energy in your past life. And it could be because you had a voice of gold. Who knows? You were very beautiful in your past life, and you are very beautiful now. What I am getting here in your past life from the messages that you were getting is that you were a patriarch in your past life. In that village, you were somebody who had great wisdom, great guidance, and people came to you when they had issues with money. People came to you when they had issues with manifesting. So in this life, you need to reach back in your past life and pull some of those tools that you had into this reality. You can still have that same master manifestation that you had back then. Get to the coin, all money in, that's you. Baby, that has always been you, and in the back of your mind, you've always knew that. In your past life, you were somebody who people would bring their children to who were sick because you had a certain type of healing property about you, and you could really calm people down. You know what I mean? So you were in a little bit of an old time. I'm getting like a little bit of a cottage vibe. I'm getting like almost like you might have been like a witch doctor or a shaman in your previous life. And so in this life, you're somebody who's really into holistic health and holistic care. You might be somebody who's not really into westernized medicine, and that's because in your past life you were that medicine doctor. Okay, I am getting a message from your past life that lets me know that you were somebody who is definitely connected with the ancestral realm. So when you feel like this world that you have a council of guidance, that's true. A lot of your ancestors come from astral and angel realms. A lot of your ancestors held very powerful seats of position, and so they are still guiding and protecting you in this reality, in this lifetime. I do want to let you know that you're getting a message to remain strong and really pay attention to your path. I feel like in this life you have been a little bit cloudy, and that's mainly because you haven't really tapped in and figured out and pinpointed what your purpose is and what blockages you need to remove to begin to clear these curses. Your past life wants me to let you know if you experience any health issues, any fertility issues, anything like that, reach for the shaman in you, that shaman, that medicine doctor, and go to the natural route. If you've been going to doctors, if you've been going to doctors about a health problem, go to the natural holistic route. Your past life wants to remind you that your body can heal itself. Your cells are very intelligent. Your past life wants you to know that you can definitely tap in and access higher levels of consciousness through some smoke magic. And what I mean by smoke magic is, have you ever just sat back while you was puffing your blunt and watched the way that the smoke was going? Okay? Use smoke to manifest as well. Blow smoke into your intentions. When you light that morning blunt, that first thing, if that's what you're doing, if you're blazing it up, why the fuck you ain't manifesting over that blunt? Your past life wants to remind you that you had all the tools. You were a master manifester. And don't just be smoking the smoke, okay? Don't just be wasting all that good imagination and visualization. Past life wants you to remember that you had a strong, again, ancestral group, ancestral council that is continuing to support you. And you built that through your wisdom, through your caring, through your knowledge, through you treating people with dignity and integrity. And again, the purest form of life energy through a child trusted you. Past life, okay? Past life message, you're getting compassion. Like I said, you are a very, very compassionate entity. Be gentle with yourself. Forgiveness will set you free, and see the light in yourself and others. Past life just wants to remind you. Be authentic to yourself. Don't let this world harden and change you. Also, you're getting adventure. Dare to do things differently. Manifest your travel dreams. Move to a new location. You might even be calling and feeling like you're being pulled to a new location, and I feel like it's more random. In your mind it's random, but you're actually be pulling back to source energy from past life. So if you have been thinking about moving to a spot and it's hella random and you're like, why the fuck would I move there? I feel like it's worth at least exploring. Check it out, watch some videos about it, get some feedback about it, travel there, check out the place and see what's going on. Past life might be calling you there. So that's message for group 1. Past life messages from group 1. Let's get into some past life messages for group 2. This is my moonstone group. Messages for my past life. Okay. So what Spirit wants you to know for your past life messages, group 2, is you're getting a secret society card. In your past life, I am getting a feeling that you were part of a group. Could have been something like, I'm getting like Mason. You come from Mason ancestry. And in your past life, you were a member of a great lodge. I feel like you had held a high position of power there. And I feel like you were somebody who made your way up in the ranks and were trusted. I feel like in this life, you do take a lot of interest in the occult, a lot of interest in secret societies. You may have been somebody who was drawn to the Illuminati, trying to figure out what was going on there. You know what I mean? Just somebody who was really captivated in that. And that's because of your roots in your past life in these secret societies. You were somebody who was very high ranked, very high respected, and you worked your way up through doing rituals. You're a ritualistic person. Even in this life, you may do something so ritualistically that you do it the same way every day and you don't even notice that you're doing fucking rituals. You know what I mean? That's you. I am also getting a Santeria card. So you were somebody, again, full of magic. When you were initiated into these magic schools in the past, you were of a high status. You taught in these magic schools and people flocked to you. You were somebody who, when people were in balance with money, they would come to you. If people were in balance with emotions, they would come to you because you had a way to change the wave. So in this life, if you wonder why you're always attracting damaged people that need healing, it's because you were, the healer in your past life. You gain a lot of knowledge through the studies of the occult, and you learn how to manipulate energy in a very metaphysical way. So in this lifetime, you are somebody who's very empathetic and very energy sensitive, and you kind of have been that way your whole life. You are somebody in your past life who danced to the beat of your own drum, and you created a whole motherfucking circle and tribe. Not only did you teach in the past in these secret societies, it's like you almost was creating your own little branch. You were somebody who digged deeper than the average. You went farther than the average. You did do sacrifices. Okay? I'm telling you, you did do sacrifices. You got dirty. You choked some chickens, motherfucker. You did. That was you in your past life. But you moved like a fox. There was a lot of people in your family who didn't necessarily know what you were doing, what you were up to. So in this lifetime, if you keep it low key, if you like to move and people don't know your moves, and you're a low key gangster and you understand the loudest in the room is the weakest in the room, that's you. You a whole embodiment of keeping the shit low key. You know what I mean? Okay? And so Spirit wants to remind you in this life, continue to go down those rabbit holes, because if you're in a path of finding yourself and finding your destiny, the unfinished business that you have to accomplish in this lifetime is going to be on The unfinished business that you have in this lifetime is going to lead you, I feel like it's going to lead you overseas on a mission. I don't know why I'm getting that, but I feel like you've been even called to go to Africa, go to Egypt on missionary work. And this is part of your life mission. I feel like this is part of what you owe, and it's karmic, and you're going to finish that in this lifetime. You will do some missionary work. And the cards that you're getting here, you're getting partnership. Teamwork will give you a better result. Find trustworthy people to partner with. Build up a talented support team. By you being somebody who created a whole tribe and village in your past life, in this lifetime, you understand that people, their third eye is not as open as people that you're used to dealing with. So you haven't been able to create meaningful or partnerships, okay? Don't get desperate and start trusting people that you shouldn't be trusting just because you want your tribe. Remain mysterious. You're also getting an anger card. Safely express your anger. Use anger as a positive force. Honor all of your emotion as sacred. You're definitely a sacred being and a sacred entity. And when you get mad, you can motherfucking break a barrier. You motherfucking Matilda. You know you be sending people bad energy and fucking that whole day up. And you couldn't figure out why. Again, you were a high priestess or a priest. And you were motherfucking high in the Mason level. You were a Kabbalah. You do Kabbalah magic in your past life. You feel me though? You powerful. You know how to manipulate the elements. So people in this life, they still feel that power when you come into a room. So when you get mad, boy, I wouldn't want to be on your bad side at all. At all. Okay? So that's your message from your past life. You an Illuminati motherfucker. Illuminati. Group 3, a gate. What's going on? Past life, a gate. In your past life, you were a warrior. A warrior. And in this lifetime, you still fight. You feel like all my life I had to motherfucking fight. You want to know why? Because in your past life, you had the strength of 10 warriors. Motherfucker, you was knocking shit down. I see you, Muhammad Ali. Past life wants to remind you to use that strength to fight battles in this life. You can channel it. You can tap into it. Okay? You're also getting the 8 of Swords. Past life that in your past life, you created a lot of situations for yourself that were undesirable. And in this life, you have a chance to fix that and break some of those curses. In your past life, you were somebody who did a lot of bartering and did a lot of trading. You understand the importance of goods and services. So in this life, you see yourself using that. You use what you got to get what you want. Ain't nothing wrong with that, boo-boo. You're good at crafting. You're good at putting shit together. You're good at, let me help you so you can help me. Scratch your back, I'll scratch yours. In your past life, you were very, very good at trading goods for services. You were somebody who, like I said, was a frontline warrior. People would come to you when they couldn't get the job done, or when they were scared, or when they were fighting, or when the village was under attack. You was in the front line. And in this lifetime, you still carry that same powerful energy. You're the motherfucking chief. And you walk around and you understand that, okay? In this life and in the past life, you were somebody who really put a focus on family life. You put a focus on being integrity-wise, like really holding yourself to a high standard. You didn't play games like that. And in this lifetime, you still feel that way. I feel like you understand that you're of a royal bloodline, so you don't be out here mixing and mingling with these motherfucking peasants. Okay? That's you. In your past life, you were royalty. You were royalty and you were a warrior. And what I mean by that is that just because you was a prince or a princess or a king or a queen, you were still a frontline warrior. And somebody who had to come to you and tell you one time, you know you're too valuable to the palace to be fighting, but you was somebody who was like, I'm going to defend my castle. Bitch, why? Who's better to do it than me? And in this life, you carry that same energy. Who's better to do it than me? Past life wants to remind you that you as a fighter continue to fight. You're not going to lose this battle. You've been battling and fighting a lot. And you feel like I said, all my life I had to fight. Why? Past life wants to remind you to start to I feel like you can get into gardening. I feel like you can get into planting literally. I feel like you have a green thumb. And this is coming from your past life. When you used to trade goods and services, you did a lot of planting. You did a lot of growing and watering, and you sung to your plants and you danced with your plants, and you got a green thumb. Take advantage of that in this lifetime. Economics says you can find a good job making some good ass money doing some good ass farming. Okay, everybody love a little bit of green tea. Okay, in your past life, you were somebody who took a journey by foot. You took a long journey by foot, and you could have been, I'm getting the sense that you were in Egypt and you were a part of Moses' tribe. When the slaves were free, the Israelites, I'm getting a feeling that you're from Israelite bloodline. Everybody's life path is different, and you are from a special bloodline, and you were freed. This started to breed that warrior spirit. This warrior spirit that you've carried through lifetime started in Egypt. It started in Egypt, okay? You're ancient. You're that old. Group 3, you're old ass soul. You're old ass spirit because you were around before money and currency. You was bartering and trading. Okay? So just remember that. You can still do that. And then you're getting a delight card. So count your blessings and enjoy life. Take pleasure in simple things. Always expect the best. You're getting freedom. Live wild and free. Choose your freedom. Claim your independence. Okay? This is that chance to really live free. You were in bondage, like I said, a slave. When Moses let his people go, he let you go. And so this is your chance. I mean, we are living in a cold time where freedom is an illusion. We're not really free. And a lot of people are slaves to their own mind. But if you can break free of the matrix,